Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome to the show, and we'll do our quick back.
This is DWTT coming to you from the Emirates.
Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome to the show. I remember that day when I was at the Emirates. We played North London Derby, and today was a good day, and a good day for us again. Our opponent that day had a really bad day today, but we'll get into that in a little bit. But first off, we'll go through and chat with everybody who's in the house today. And first off is Matt. How you doing?
Acknowledge me.
There you go. You see the man right there.
Knowledge in the arsenal.
You see the man right there.
Somebody likes Roman Reigns today.
Yeah, somebody likes the man right there.
There he
Cool,
is.
cool. And Mr. Tom, you can say hello to the people.
Yeah, of course I'll say hello to the people. It's only football.
Cool, cool. And your partner over there at the Full Nelson, Mr. Tony. I say hello.
Hello, everybody. Glad to be here. Glad that Arsenal won. West Cody won, but I'll take the draw there.
Cool, cool, cool.
How did you do in the predictions game yesterday, Tony? For anyone?
How did I do during Saturday? Well, let's talk about Saturday.
You did okay.
That's
You did
Sunday.
okay. But would you like to tell everyone how many out of 6 you got correct?
I told you as I either might get a lot of them or not many at all, Tom. And what happened?
So out of a lot of them and not many at all, what was it?
He wants you to say it.
Not many at all, Tom.
All right, there you
That's
go.
it.
You feel good?
I'm armed with the stats. Tony got 1 out of 6. 1 out of 6.
That's not nice at all. That's not nice at all.
1 out of 6. He went against the champion, which was obviously silly. So in hindsight, anyway, but just I got 5 out of 6. Just not that we're showing off or anything.
No, yeah, nobody cares about that, anyways. And Lonzo,
that Tony got, but we're fine.
Lonzo, say hi to the people.
Hello. Hey, Gary. Hey, Matt. Hey, Tom. Hey, Tony. Good to be on the show tonight. And so it was quite an event for past 2 days prior to today. So I was on the Fool's podcast with Tony and Tom. It was pretty cool, man.
Cool.
Yeah. This is my 5th late night stream. So apologize if I start flagging a bit.
All right.
Wow.
Cool. And everybody, welcome to the show. And I will do, we got some people joining us today, and I'll do that real quick, and then we'll get into it. Ozzy Guna was here early. I don't know if he's still here. It is, if I recall, pretty late at night over there. Thanks for joining us, Steve. The Arsenal Forever. I think is this Craig? I can't remember now. We are sitting, look where we are, sitting at the top, 72 points, 29 games. Yes. Yeah, well, I'm on pace for every Man City team other than the Centurions. There you go.
The same is for Man City, though. Man City are currently on a pace that is actually higher than every Man City team, apart from the Centurions.
That's crazy, isn't it? And they just got to chase us down to get there.
Yep.
Yeah, Bukayo Saka is the man. Everybody's laughing at that team. We are laughing. We'll get into that in a little bit as well.
I was furious at him.
Yeah, I want 3 points as well this weekend. We are good enough to do that. And one last thing before we move on to our next joiner of the show. Yeah. All right, we'll see you later. Thanks for joining us. And Lolo has joined the club. joined us tonight. How you doing? The view up here is really, I'm getting a little lightheaded because we've been up here for so long. I don't know about you guys, but it's been, woof. It's really, Riddy has joined us tonight. Even Riddy is here. Welcome to the show, Riddy. Good to have you here.
What's he doing up past his bedtime?
Steven out in Canada has joined us. There you go. He spits when he talks. Harry Kane. He spits when he talks. Taib, welcome to the show as well. Saying hello to Matt and Tom. And we'll get into it now. So let's switch this view a little bit here and get into it.
Against Sony.
What is it?
What's he got against Sony?
I don't know. Maybe that's the first person he saw when he looked up and then just type anymore. So let's get into it. So Arsenal played Leeds this weekend. And Arsenal, in typical fashion, almost gave up a goal in the first 10 seconds. I'm not sure how many games we're going to get into this where we're like sleeping at the wheel and the game hasn't even started yet. And Leeds gets a shot out goal. And I looked at the clock and it had 10 seconds on it. It's like, what the world? How do you go from a kickoff 10 seconds later taking a shot? I don't get that. At home. We weren't on the road, at home. But Leeds got a shot off early, and it looked, whenever Leeds attacked in that first half, they were threatening, and they could have scored a couple of times. They just not clinical enough in front of goal. And Ramsdale did stand up. He did stand up to the challenge. But yeah, I'm taking I wanted 3 points coming in. I thought we would be able to handle them, and I think my score line was, I think I actually had a score line of 4-1, actually, if I recall. Yeah, because I figured we'd give up a goal, but I figured we'd get a 3-goal win. I didn't see that happening the way this game started, but it finished that way. Arsenal is resilient, like I've been saying all year. They come back from any kind of anything that pops their way, and then they finish it off. They finish it off really well. So Jesus gets a brace. I'm enjoying that, and so I'll let everybody else have their say on the game, and we'll get into it. Even Mr. Tom will have something to say. But first off, you got Matt. Tell me.
Hey man, let's just keep winning, man. Let's just keep doing this. You know, we got 9 games, more 4-1s, less stress. Life is good.
Come on, Matt. Tell us what you thought of that first half.
Jesus scored. The first half was brutal. Then we got the penal. The letter of the law was a penal.
Very soft.
But it was very soft. But hey.
Is Jesus okay?
What's that, Tom?
Is Jesus okay? Because he got sniped from the stands, didn't he?
Hey, man, he put a boot to his knee.
Yeah.
You put the corner a little baby scrub. And we got the penalty. He scored the penalty. The confidence built. From there, the dam was open, and that was all she wrote. I just think that we just need to keep up with this same type of energy. I'm just glad to see that we're putting 2 and 3 and 4 goals on the board. You know, Sunday will be a different ball game, but overall, Leeds game, good performance. At this stage of the game, at this stage of the season, these are the performances that you want to see coming down the stretch. My magic number is 3 more games, 3 victories, or a City slip up, and I think we will be champions. But I think we need to beat Liverpool. We need to win every game we need to before we play City, and that game won't even matter when we play them. So that is my 2 cents.
Cool. And in the last, I think it's in the last 7 matches, Arsenal scored at least 3 goals. Just had the
Thomas,
one little.
Thomas,
so they've been playing pretty well.
Thomas would like to speak.
Oh, he wants to speak. He wants to say something before Tony.
I was just acknowledging the champion.
Oh, he's acknowledging.
Just
I was
acknowledging the
acknowledging.
You
champion.
didn't put your
Acknowledging
finger
the
up in the air.
All right. Well, let me say hello to Riddy's. We'll get into this chat about holding next weekend because that definitely is a lot of ours are concerned. Gooner 70, welcome to the show. And we will chat it up and get into those things. So I started your comment, Riddy. Hopefully you're around to hear it when we talk about it. So Tony, tell me about your initial thoughts or whatever you want to first talk about in terms of the game.
That is a rough first half offensively. Couldn't really get clicking. I thought Gabriel did a good job back there. Defense, kind of a little bit different formation. He was kind of hugging the left side. Partey would drop back a little bit. And I don't know quite where Rob Holding would be, but he'd be somewhere there. But overall, 3 points against the teams you should be. Like Matt, I'm glad we're finally scoring 3-4 goals a game. Should have done that earlier. 13 shots, 6 on target. That's a little bit better. Rather be where Leeds was, 7 shots, 5 on target. But we're getting there.
No, definitely. And joining us late but not last but not late, I guess a little bit. Sam has joined us. Welcome to the show. He's here for the chats, so the chat is calm and sensible, and no foolery takes place. Okay, this is this. I think this is.
You can read the rest of it. It's fine. Read the
And
rest
no
of it.
foolery takes place. We were grown-ups here, apart from Tom, who's only 5'6". I wasn't gonna read it because I was just gonna say it looked like this. This message looks like it's been hacked. He's been hacked because it does. It looks. It's. I don't even have to. I didn't even have to read it a second time to make sure I didn't miss anything. It looks too clean. It's not dirty at all. I don't know. This is probably not.
It's perfectly acceptable. It's perfectly cromulent post.
Yeah. So, Mr. Tom, we'll let you have your say. You got a comment here from
okay.
Riddy.
No, okay. No, be fair. All I wanted from my team, aside from all like smack talk or anything, was to be competitive and to feel like we went there to try and win the football match. The performance in the first half and when we went 3-0 down told me we turned up to try and get something at the Emirates. That's all I asked for. Obviously, we got turned over. When someone then turns around to me and goes, I told you we were going to win, I go, yeah. The team that was top against the team that was 14th went the way it should go, and that's it. All right? I just don't want to go down. That's it.
You don't want to talk anymore about the game?
No. I'm going to regroup, right? And we'll be back next year, and I'm going to talk the same shit. I'm going to be sat here. If we stay up, I'm going to be sat here before you come to Ellen Road or we go to Emirates, and I'm going to sit here and tell you we're going to beat you. Because as much as I like to be level-headed about football, the reality is it's much more fun when I sit here and tell you that I'm going to turn you over, knowing that I won, right?
Will Roman Reigns still be champion by that time?
It's highly possible, because he probably won't defend it until then. Okay, so, yeah. But also on a quick note, thank you to everyone that did pop their head in for the Full Nelson podcast. It was much appreciated. It was a good time.
Cool. Yeah, that's definitely not Sam, Stephen. You know that was just a little not. I didn't even have to delete it or anything. Ryan has joined the show. Welcome to the show, Ryan. And we'll get into it. And so, Lonzo, you will have your say. Tell me how you thought about that game.
Yeah, I mean, first 10 minutes were kind of nervy there, especially whenever we let Leeds have a shot on target. I felt that was kind of nervy there at the beginning, but we kind of our typical Arsenal found our way out of things, and we were able to bounce back from that. And it was kind of a cool gesture from Odegaard to allow Gabriel Jesus to get the penalty for him and for himself, and it was a cool moment. I think he needed that as far as trying to redeem himself and trying to get himself into the flow of the game. And yeah, I thought that the first half was typically slow, I guess. It kind of happens sometimes. And we didn't let them back in the game until very late in the game anyway. So yeah, I mean, first half was pretty good. Obviously, it starts off kind of slow, which kind of makes us all Arsenal fans nervous sometimes because sometimes you get the opposition get a goal before the break, and sometimes we have to find our way back. And typically this year's gone our way, which is a positive. But yeah, so very impressive. First half slow, but we kind of turned up there at the end after Jesus scored his goal. So yeah,
very nice, very nice. Yes, and I am not waiting for the chaos. Hopefully, the chaos does not come. You see, Tony's got his dog. He's hanging out with him. It sounds like the dog doesn't want to hang out with Tony.
He wants to hang out, just not on my lap.
I hear that. Yeah, so let's get into it a little bit more. Yeah, no,
no need for that. There's no need for that.
Yeah, there's more to talk about here. There is more to talk about.
There's really not. There's really not.
So, starting lineup, right? First thing, let's talk about that. Front three, Saka. Everybody's been asking for Saka to take a rest. That's what it looks like. He took a rest. What?
He didn't take a rest though. He was sick.
All right, we're gonna have to just take what we get. All right, the man got a rest. All right.
It's another one of those happy.
You know what? I'll take it if that's what a sickness looks like. I'll take that over an injury. Okay.
He was afraid to play against Liverpool.
That's probably true as well. But no, Saka sat out. I mean, he looked like he was ready. I think somebody said he was warming up in the first 20 minutes. So he definitely was just, Arteta was just giving him a little break. He didn't want it. He didn't need it. But yeah, so that front three, different type of front three than we had before. But for me, I liked it in the sense that at one point, I think I saw Martinelli on the right-hand side, which you never see that. Even when we do interchange, it's usually just to the middle. But at one point, he was all the way on the right-hand side, and I was like, okay, and he stayed there for a little while. So I think when you got those three, they will interchange. All three pieces will interchange. Whereas Saka, he'll come inside, but I don't think he'll go all the way to the left. As much as I saw that Martinelli was. Martinelli is having a lot of fun with those two players next to him, knowing he can go anywhere and they're gonna get the ball to him in an attacking fashion. We'll say a couple of highs and then we'll move on here. Let's see. Ben White. Oh, okay, we'll get into that as well. Riddy, the son of Liverpool, is here. Yeah. We're getting. That's probably a good question to ask at the end here. Mom's in the house. Welcome to the house. Let's see how to. Phil's mom. Oh, Big Scunner. You.
What's wrong, Philip?
It's not my name. Big Scunner, welcome to the show. You're gonna get time out for that. That's not really nice at all. Using my first name. The link-up play for the third goal was straight from the coaching manual. Jesus dropping deep to create his own space to run it into. Yeah, that was really nice. We'll get into those goals. So everybody's saying hello. Nothing will beat the title in 03-04, but this one is close in terms of sheer points and possible dominance. Yeah, nobody expected any of this, so this should be a surprise for everyone. I think those other teams, you kind of expected it. So Matt, talk to me. That lineup, that front three, how you felt they played?
I thought they did well, man. It was just like you said there at the beginning. There, it's good to see Saka not start. Get a little bit of a rest, a piece of rest, if you want to call it that. Once again, Trossard, he's this man here, man. If he'd been with us all season, he might be player of the season. I mean, this guy here, man, he's the man,
Yeah.
He's undroppable right now. The rate he's going, Jesus, looking good. He's looking like he's revving up to full ball. And Martinelli, just plays well with Jesus. So I thought it looked good across the top. And this is exactly what the doctor ordered, like I said, coming down the stretch. So
Yeah, and Trossard can play anywhere, which is really nice. So that's, and we'll try to get into that as well, whether or not he starts next week. But it doesn't matter what happens. He can come in and play behind anyone. So we'll see what happens there. Tony, that front, that attacking front line. Tell me what
I
you
like that they're
thought.
interchangeable. To me, I think Jesus fits better out there on the outside instead of down the middle. He seems to be able to create more, do better runs out there than he does in the middle. And Trossard can play in 4 spots. Like to see him, what he can do at left midfield, since that's his number 1 played position usually. But I'm happy to see him as striker or either one of the wings. But I think he's a big part why we've started scoring 3-4 goals a game, because he opens up the offense a lot. He's clinical himself, but it gives more space for the rest of the players.
What are you talking about? Are you talking about Mary Jaka?
Nope.
It's a joke.
You had to bring his name up.
Well, he's not doing bad, man. So why not? I mean,
Yeah, a lot of somebody actually said that Xhaka was their man of the match, and I mean, it's somebody who looks at football, really, looks at it at a at a small level, like looks into all the details and stuff. And for me, I guess I didn't know, I don't notice how he is playing, so I don't know if he showed if he was man of the match in that match and kept things going, as I think everybody else did just as well, if not better. So Mr. Tom, you got anything to say about that front three that you saw this weekend?
I thought it was all right, wasn't it? I wouldn't mind it if my team could actually put out a front three that was fit. Of that calibre, it would be nice. There are worse things that could happen in football than having Saka on the bench ready to bring on. My heart bleeds for you all, really, that you're in that situation.
And we're struggling, man. We're struggling over here. We're struggling.
Yeah.
The Assembled has joined us. Welcome to the show, The Assembled. Yes, Xhaka has a
I've got
lot
one
of
thing
goals.
to say.
Yeah.
I've got one stat for you. You're all going to love this. Even Matt's going to love this. Jesus, I believe he scored 5 goals before he went down injured.
Mm-hmm.
He got signed, scored 5 goals, had surgery, came back from surgery, got sniped on the pitch, scored 2 goals, and Richarlison still has not scored a Premier League goal.
That's what 60 mil gets you, man. See, you gotta go to the discount, the bargain basement. 55 mil for Jesus.
you gotta go down. You gotta go get your pick. Go to the picking pool.
Should have saved them. They could have saved 5 mil and got a top player up top, but they decided. Yeah, we'll get into that as well. You guys are talking about the best championship. If this will match that. I think after 19 years, this is going to feel really good. It's probably not going to match some of the other ones. The 89 season and the Invincibles is probably hard to beat. But this one will be really good, I believe.
Winning the league is nice. It feels good.
Yeah. I like the fact that that front three is where we are right now, and Trossard has come in and has been seamless coming in. It's been really good to see how he's worked. He's enjoying his time there. 43 in December. What is this? I don't know what's going on, what they're talking about here. Lloris has actually scored more goals than Richarlison. So there you go. Wow. You guys talking about how old you are? Okay. All right. So Alonso, talk to me that front three.
Yeah, I mean, whenever the deadline opened for January signings, I think that we need to cover for Nketiah / Ira Jesus, and people wanted Modric from Shakhtar Donetsk, right? And some people criticize that move, saying that he's younger, he's a young, talented player. But now look at Chelsea and look at how he's been playing, right? And you look at a guy like Trezor, who has a lot of experience with playing in the Premier League, for a club like Brighton, and also plays for a Belgian national team. So all those things mixed together, he's a great player to me, in my opinion, and it was a great signing. It was a great signing at the time, and we got him for very cheap, considering Brighton wanted Cancelo for a lot more money. So it was a bargain deal for me. So when we got him, we were very blessed to have him as a player for Arsenal, because he could play multiple positions, a striker or number 9 rather, and he play on the wings even in midfield. So whenever we, have a player like that, it can make for players not missing out or need a rest even for Saka. So I was okay with the front three. It was interesting to see how they work together as well, with Jesus being the main striker there up front, and Martinelli and of course Trezor on the wing. So, it was a great move by Arteta to sit Saka for a little bit and give him a little bit of rest. And they played well together. So yeah, I was very impressed by that move to put him in.
Cool. And since we're talking about the front three, so maybe we'll move to the back now, because there was a comment earlier about Holding, and we'll get into Holding next weekend. But Holding this weekend, I think once again, just like Xhaka, I don't recall saying his name much. I don't know what if you guys noticed.
That's a good thing.
Yes,
that's a good thing. That's a great thing. We don't have to call Robert's name. That's a really good thing, So, we'll get to him later on with Liverpool. But as for this game, I think if everybody fared fairly well.
Yep. No, I think I've said as soon as I heard about the Saliba injury, the one thing that I wanted is make sure that Holding does not have to do more than is expected of him, and as long as he doesn't do that, we'll be fine. I don't know if you guys, Gunnar7 says I like Holding. I don't know what you saw from him this weekend. Like I said, I didn't notice. He didn't stand out, which is a good thing. But I felt like he fit in perfectly. We didn't seem like we were missing Saliba much in this game. We did a really good job as a team to contain Leeds. When they did decide to attack, they got their way. But most of the time, it was us in control. Tony, you got anything on Holding in this game?
I kind of mentioned it earlier. Gabriel was further left. Partey was dropping back a little bit. And Holding was a little bit further down, closer to where White was running up and down the pitch. Less you hear of a name, better it is. But I still don't like seeing him on the pitch.
We have no choice. He is our third center back, no matter what we think about it. He's going to be the first one off the bench in most scenarios. So
yeah, I have to say something too. I think Rob Holding, to me, has the tools to have a great game and have a good stretch of games. Whether he messes up, that's up to him. And I think there's a player still in there, and he comes off the bench at times during games, and he's like the closer, right? And I think he wants to play, So I'm confident that he could do the job. But he'll need help during this tough run also. So yeah, I want him there because he's the only backup we have, and so I think he's not Saliba, right? So I think, but he's still good enough, I guess, to get by. So yeah, I mean, I think he's done good so far. So I mean, I'm not gonna diss him, right, for not giving up any goals, and he's trying his best. So hopefully he learns from his mistakes and becomes better for it. You know.
That is true, and that's kind of what I'm hoping as well, is that he's learned from last season that he can't let the game get bigger than it already is, because he fails, and you guys seems like you guys want to talk about the next game. So you guys okay talking about who plays in the next game? Because you got a lot of chatter about that, especially with the front line. Some people were saying that maybe Trossard should start, or Trossard sits, and then you have he can come in at any time when Liverpool is tired, which somebody else had a good comment there as far as what they could do as well. As if Martinelli did sit, then you've got Nelson who can come off the bench and also put in some work. So that is a good, as I said, a good headache to have. What do you guys think about that in terms of, you've seen that front three going to next week, Tony? Think we should stay with the same three, or Saka pushes somebody to the bench?
Saka needs a rest, but I would play him against Liverpool.
Mr. Tom?
Sorry, what's the question?
Any thoughts on who should play up front for Arsenal? Should we sit Saka again, or should
Well,
he get us?
you should probably play your best three strikers, I'd imagine. Be a good idea.
True. Lonzo?
I would maybe take Jesus out and put him on later on the game. Either that or Trossard. I think Saka and Martinelli proved last time how valuable they were playing against Liverpool last time around. So I would be okay with either Jesus or Trossard coming off the bench.
And Chris Nix Cheddar has joined us. Says Arsenal at Anfield, no matter how bad we are, we always win. Yeah, that is one thing that is concerning as an Arsenal fan, is that no matter how bad Liverpool has looked, they just still put 7 goals on United, and but they are inconsistent, so you never know which one you're going to get. All right, they did lose. Who they lose to at home, right, Mr. Tom?
Sorry, what's the question again?
Who won at Anfield this season?
Oh, the team's in white.
Yeah, I figured you would have an answer for that one. So yeah, one team's won it. One team's won at Anfield. Madrid. Yeah. So yeah, no, I hear you, Big Gunner. Yeah, you start your top, but as we've said, you take your advantages sometimes if you have them. I don't think Arteta's at a point where he would do that, but yeah. And Sam's going after Cheddar here. Yeah, you know what? They have scored, 7 and 9 this year at home, so that's more than I think any other team has done. So they're a box of chocolates, as I like to say. You never know what you're going to get.
Sam going after people. That's rare.
Yeah, Sam is doing that. He's checking something. I don't know what it is.
Sam is like our bodyguard.
Yeah. No, Trossard has scored a hat trick against Liverpool, so he comes with receipts. He comes with a CV that says he competes in the big games, and so does Saka. So, Saka and Trossard could be part of that front three. Just a matter who else plays. So we'll see. Let's see, taking Trossard or Martinelli hurts us offensively. We need our best players out there, and Xhaka is not one of them. You are all weakening our attack by taking either off and leaving Xhaka on. Yeah, you know what? I hear you, but we haven't seen Arteta take Xhaka off for either of those two players. So I doubt he's going to do it this weekend. It would be nice, but that's not where he is. Xhaka is part of his 11, and we're not going to see that for a while. So, yeah. I don't know what this means. Sam, you're in a.
You'll need to go back to Sam's comment at 1:02 a.m.
Oh, that one I wasn't gonna put it up just because it was Sam being a little dirty and a little mean
But
there.
that's the sequel to the.
Oh, yeah.
To the, ask Tom a random question every 3 minutes, keep him awake and trawling through Grinder. He knows me so well.
No, Xhaka is scoring, but if I told you you could put in a Trossard there, you have the options. But like I said, I don't see that. Anybody see a scenario where Xhaka sits any time in these next 9 matches we have?
As long as he's still breathing, he's gonna be out there.
Yeah.
And it's still scoring, so
Yeah.
And getting out of this.
Yeah, I would. It sounds like a if we needed goal difference, then yeah, I could see us needed to go in with a really strong lineup like that. But there's nothing's broken, right? Nothing's broken in that midfield area there, right behind the forwards. So I can't see it happening. We've lost Matt for a little bit. Hopefully he'll be back. All right. So the last thing before I did this one comment did come up about we were talking about the next match, and Reddy earlier said he's a little concerned. All right. Holding did play well in the last couple of matches, right? I guess the last match, and in the big games when we need him to show up, like this one, we're going to need him to show up again. I don't see Liverpool going after him like that team did when we played them in the North London derby. So he doesn't need to play out of his mind, out of his just stick to the plan. I think he'll be fine. But anybody see an issue with Holding this weekend? I mean, this is not a strong Liverpool side. Do we have to be concerned with Holding?
I mean,
you've been away for a bit.
I mean, my thing is that if everybody works together on that back line, there should be an issue. I watched that game with City. Liverpool really didn't look good at all. Right? They had maybe 1 or 2 spells there, and it was just from that trash from here out, man. It's a case of we just really need to work hard. And playing at Anfield is always tough. Historically, it's been tough for us. This is one of those markers that I talk about all the time, that if we can get a win here, it solidifies us getting closer and closer. You can start putting hands on the trophy when you know to win this weekend. So I just think we just have to keep doing what we're doing, man. Much as our slight raw Holding, he's getting by, and that's all you can ask for. That's all you can ask for right now, for him to just keep doing the basic. I'm not asking him to start for the next 60 games. I just give me 9 strong games, Mr. Holding. That's all I need. 9 games, and to get us over the line. And I think that I feel relatively confident about the game this weekend. And I just think that we just have to keep doing what we do, man. I mean, bottom line is just keep performing. Keep performing.
In wrestling terms, he's as they say.
He's acknowledging.
So Tony, what do you think about Holding this weekend?
Even though Salah, the rest of those players haven't done as good as they usually do, still don't trust Holding back there.
So you're concerned going into this match?
Yep.
Lonzo?
I'm not. Though I saw some things in this past game that kind of worried me a little bit. And it's not Rob Holding. It's a Zinchenko, really, because for some reason he gets so far in the other zone or other part of the pitch that he has a hard time catching up to it because he's supposed to play midfield. and sometimes he gets caught. Sometimes he does go and lose his focus sometimes by his passing. And it's frustrating sometimes because I know he could do better. So that to me, that's my concern. Also, is Zinchenko, and maybe I'm being too hard on him, but his passing has been pretty bad lately, or not on point rather. And Rob Holding can be stuck out there on his own and be left out, but I'm hoping he gets that, puts those bad memories behind him, and he have a good game. He's capable of that, I think. And also maybe Xhaka. He also loses focus during big games, but this year it's a different story, and I hope that story continues to get better, I guess, and not do silly fouls or get himself in trouble like he's been known to in big games like this. And it is an anecdote, so there's a lot of pressure there to perform if you're Arsenal.
Yeah, we need to have some confidence going into some of the, at least Anfield and the Etihad, if we're gonna if we want to continue this, this form that we have on. We need to be able to go in there with some confidence, and this is our first time doing it this year, so this is a big game for us on the road. We're the best team on the road. We play much better. We need to perform like that this weekend. The thing with Holden and Zinchenko, I don't think that's going to go away. That's just part of how we play. So that's why Holding has to be on his game, because Zinchenko is going to move up into the middle. He is going to push up the pitch sometimes, and he's going to put his center back in that side of a situation. That's just how we play. That's how we play, right? So Ben White Holding just has to be ready for that. I don't know if Mr. Tom has anything to say. He muted himself. I don't know what he's doing in what.
No, I'm fine.
Okay. All right. Cool. Now you guys were talking about still talking about Xhaka playing, and Sam says he's not Xhaka's biggest fan either, but he has a very good season and plays a lot better in that. Xhaka is playing better, and Arteta's happy to have him on the pitch. I think for football, initially it was more for the non-footballer reasons, the leadership and whatnot, but I don't think that's a concern anymore. I think we've got a good leadership in the squad right now on the pitch in the starting 11. So, what is it? What are you going to say, Tony?
Yeah, to me, you still got Zinchenko, you got Smith Rowe, you got Trossard. That would all be better in that role. I don't think you're losing much in leadership, but you're gaining a lot in attack.
No, I hear that. Yeah, but we're not going to make that change. There's nothing we can do there, right? Jota is back in form as well, and he destroyed us a couple of seasons ago. That might be true, but we got our own Jota. His name is Trossard, so I like my Trossard better than their Jota. I don't know what you guys think about that. If Trossard doesn't start and he comes off the bench, I like our odds there.
Yep.
Martinelli and Trossard together would end. Yeah, Trent Alexander-Arnold will he should be a little bit concerned, and that's why I think we need to come out in this Liverpool match quick, just like teams have been coming out quick on us, and be really good to get a goal in that first 15-20 minutes. We've shown that we can do it. We seem to be coming out flat. We need to come out, raring to go and get that early goal early and continue to put pressure. I don't think they can. Us taking a lead on them is going to be a good thing for them. If they keep the game close, I think they'll be happy about it. But we need to be able to basically put some pressure on them, get multiple goals in a short time. I mean, that's kind of what City did once they got that goal in the second half. It just pretty much opened up the floodgates, and it was all over. We need to do something. We need to do something like that in quiet Anfield. What do you guys think about that? It sounds like Diaz is back as well, which I guess I don't know if that's good for that's might be good for them, but he's coming back from injury, so he won't be 100%.
It's kind of a change from what we saw a little bit earlier in the season that Martinelli and some of other ones would go get quick goals within the first 5 minutes. Now he's changed that up, and we've been allowing them to score, get close to scoring in the first 5 minutes. Got to start out with more tempo, more aggressive. Because even this game, it looked like we were napping a big part of that first 45 minutes.
Very true. Very true. Yeah, yeah. And Klopp, if we do make things difficult for them, he won't have any answers. And yeah, Trent needs to be. We need to go if that's, if they allow, we need to take advantage of that side of the pitch. And also, Milsrifro and Nelson are getting healthy, so they're going to be ready. So we got answers. We got answers if we need it. Yep. Anybody else on this Liverpool game in terms of our attack? I mean, I think our defense is pretty. We know what it is. Martinelli and
at this stage, Gary. At this stage, you go with what's been working. If it worked last week when we just we have a plethora of attacking options now, something that we have not had all year. Yep. I mean, so at this stage, man, just pick whatever's good, and like you said earlier, Trossard works well with pretty much everybody. Even if he doesn't start, you can go full on blitzkrieg with the Martinelli, Jesus, and Saka. You got options there. I mean, so you've got a lot to work with, man. We just have to go in, and we're going to have to really take this thing to Liverpool. Like I said, I want 3 points. I don't want to draw. I want 3 points on Sunday, so that we can go ahead and start putting the final nails in this coffin.
Yes. As Sam says here, Neil is the puzzle of Arsenal's worked so well so far. Now is not the time to try new pieces. Yeah, there's nothing new. I mean, the only thing we have is we just need to figure out who's going to be on the bench. That's all for the front three. Otherwise, I think everything else is set in stone. And not against Liverpool and Anfield anyway, Sam. Yeah, definitely not. We don't need to change much. The only thing that might change is Saka. But yeah, as I've said going into this match, our team should go into there feeling confident. There's nothing that they haven't done in the last 29 matches that they should be concerned about going into Anfield, especially the way Liverpool is playing. They can threaten us, and this should be looked at no different than if we went into City, Etihad. So we need to play. And the ref needs to officiate this game properly as well. You know what? As I've already said, it could go if it's 12 people, that's fine. I don't, but Arsenal is gonna not get every call, but we are a better team. We can overcome pretty much anything.
You can call in Russ Morgan to check for referees.
So, I'm not thinking it says the ref needs to officiate this game properly as well. No mess around. Expected that Liverpool players will be in his face every time they get decisions. I don't think I've watched some Liverpool matches. I don't feel like I've seen them chasing after the referee looking for a call to go their way. I don't feel like I've seen. I don't know if any of you guys have seen that, like you see from some of these other squads, like these other teams. So I don't expect that. What are you going to say there, Mr. Tom? Mr. Tom, he's just.
Oh no, it was because Santoni said about Russ Morgan critiquing the referees. I thought he even critiques the refereeing in wrestling. So,
Yeah, he was critiquing of WrestleMania referees.
I think this is Neil here. He's got his best friend's mate is.
I think he just sees referee outfits and sees rage.
Yeah. And Sam has it here. The ref is going to get blamed for everything if we lose, and only get a mallet Armageddon if we win. True. We are not sitting at the top of the league because the referee, not sitting at we're not sitting at the top of the league because the referee's been giving us games. I will say
A little
that.
bit.
No, we're not. We should be sitting 10 points. You know, if everything was right, we could be 10 points up if you go that route. Right? We could.
Okay.
Yeah, we could be. So you
Okay.
know, I don't think we're sitting top because the referee's given us games. Because if you want to say that,
Okay.
then you can count everybody else in the. What about everybody else? We've already gone through this before. Everybody's gotten something off the refs because of their inconsistencies.
Okay.
So, no, you don't believe that?
Tom was looking
I
for
did.
the penalty box.
I haven't said anything.
You
Actually, I just said okay.
Yeah.
I said okay 3 times.
Yeah, I would like us to score early.
Were you being passive aggressive with those 3 OKs, Tom?
Yeah.
I wouldn't have felt I was.
Yeah, Cheddar's. Yeah, that there is a little bit talk about Saka being offsides, and I think Martinelli also there was an issue there. But like I said, I don't think every game's been perfect. So calls have gone against us and for us, just like everybody else. And yeah. So let's get into it. We can chat everyone about this next week's game. I think it will be Liverpool will show up for this game is what I'm expecting. Arsenal continues to play the way they have. I don't know, you know, if that's what happens, I think we have a good chance to definitely get a point, but I think we can get all 3 if we play the way we can and the way we have all season. Any of you guys have any thoughts on the way this game will go this weekend? Matt?
You know, Garrett, we just, like I said again, all the guys got to do, if I was Mikel Arteta, I'd just be playing that Amazon documentary over and over. It'll be on loop at least 3 hours before every game. And they sit down and watch it or have it on in the background just so they can know exactly where we were the same time last season. Do the business against Liverpool, life gets a lot easier.
Very true.
I'm looking at these fixtures, and I know people are saying Chelsea this and Chelsea that, but I just think right now, man, we're on another plane. We're on another level. When you look at that table and you see we are 30 points clear some teams. We are playing on another level right now, and we just need to continuously come out and do that.
Yeah, 30 points on the team we're playing.
Yeah.
So, you know,
that's not by coincidence, by the way.
Yeah.
When you just deep into it now, when you to quote one of my all-time favorite movies from 1984, the illustrious Beverly Hills Cop, when you're deep undercover, when you're this deep into the season, rather. I mean, the table speaks for itself.
True. Riddy thinks 2-2 draw. Liverpool shows up. Arsenal, and hopefully, you know, Arsenal doesn't have to come back. But yeah. Tony?
It should be easy cruising. You have Klopp saying that he's got his job because the owners are smart enough to look at what he's done the previous 6 seasons. So take that with what you want to. For people asking him to be sacked already.
True. And Lonzo's left to Mr. Tom. Anything you want to say on this game this weekend for Arsenal?
I have no real interest in it. I'm more concerned about Leeds beating Nottingham Forest tomorrow night and then beating Crystal Palace on Sunday.
Yeah.
So other than that, I'm just going to sit back and observe the sparks fly. Sorry, what are you playing? When are you're playing after Leeds on Sunday? Is that correct?
I believe so.
Okay, so it's a double header with the main event up first, obviously. So the truth is, you win the match, you're going to definitely win the title. If you lose the match, you're still probably going to win the title. So whatever happens, happens.
Very true. Very true. Yep. Yep. Alonzo, this weekend?
Yeah, I think that it's important that we don't start off slow like we have been.
Yep.
We gotta attack them while they're down and out. I think that the past 2 games, I think 1 minute as well, we started really slow, and we shouldn't have to do that, especially whenever we're in top of the league like we have been. We should just take it to them. Hopefully, everyone will be on board with that and know that this is important that we got to a fast start.
Hey, what's your result? What do you think? What's your prediction for the game?
I say 3-1 to Arsenal.
There you go. There you go. Steve was one of the first. He was our first comment of the day. He's returned and joined us. And you know, as Big says, and this is kind of the thing. Any loss at this stage is demoralizing. We need points. Yeah. The thing is, we've shown that we can respond. So if we, you know, can we go perfect for 9? We can, but can we lose a game easily? Yeah, we could. We could. It's going to be tough. This is a similar run into what we had last season, and you know, every team we're playing now has got something to lose. So yeah, and City has shown that they can go on a run if they need to. So we'll see about that. And Stephen the Misfit says here, it's been outside of Arsenal, it's been a lot of fun watching these other teams over the weekend. Both, who got Leicester City? Yeah. Who got fired this weekend? Oh my gosh, my mind is
Rodgers.
Yeah, Rodgers got fired. That's right. Rodgers got fired, and also Conte got fired as well. So
And Potter.
And Potter. Oh, geez, I forgot about that. It's been a busy weekend. Yes.
What took Rodgers so long to get fired?
They didn't want to pay him until they actually dropped into. They didn't want to pay to sack him until they actually dropped into the bottom 3.
Does it cost less when you go into the bottom 3 than it does when they're sitting?
Well, no, because they've got money issues because they spent a lot of money on like the training complex and things like that, and they didn't want to have to pay his contract out to sack him. But they wanted to give him like the latest possible opportunity to get them to a point where they weren't unsafe. But then they've dropped into the bottom 3, and they've shat their pants up, basically, like 9 other teams have, or whatever it is this season. Do you know the Brighton manager, De Zerbi, I think his name is? He is the 11th longest serving manager in the Premier League, and he only joined Brighton in September.
Wow. Damn. There's been a lot of activity going on this season. There was a tweet, or somebody sent a message in the let me see if I can bring it up here. But it was that's right. It was a picture of all the managers that have been let go, or all the changes in management that's happened this season. It's crazy. Let me see if I can pull it up here.
It's like 11 sackings, I think, because 2 teams have sacked their manager twice.
Yeah. Oh, this one only has like 12. It has 12 managers on here, so it's got Rodgers, Conte, Vieira, the Southampton manager. I don't recall his name.
Two Southampton managers.
Yeah, Marsh. You've got the Everton manager. That's who's that?
Lampard, Hasenhüttl.
Hasenhüttl. Then you've got
Nathan Jones,
Steve Gerrard. You've got the manager at Wolves was let go. Potter, Tuchel, and then you've got the Cardigan man.
It feels about 6 years ago that Tuchel got sacked.
So there's been 12 managers have been let go this season. 12. That's crazy.
Yeah, he got fired early on, it seems like.
So yeah, no, it's good having you back on here, Aussie Gunner. 8 wins on the trot does sound good to me too, Neil. If that's, I believe you're Neil. Yeah, I personally want us to win the next 3 so we can get, or is it 4? I think is it 3 or 4? Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3. The next 3. So I personally would like us to go on a 10-game win going into the Etihad, and let's see what we do there. Because I think by the time we play City, if we continue these winning streaks will be 14. I think we'll be at least 11 points ahead of them, and I like that. I like that as no matter what, how many games they have in hand. So Anfield will be an extension of the Emirates. I hope so. I hope so. The fans are going. Roger Dino gone. Harry Potter did Houdini. Yes. Yes. All right. Way support. Yep. We've been pretty good on the road. Our fans been showing up.
Sorry.
And today, so Potter's gone. Anybody think that was the right thing to do?
Has anything Chelsea done all year been the right thing?
Well, no. I mean, who are they going to bring in? Who's going to go? Who's going to want to go there? I think they said a lot of people. Nagelsmann is on the list, and
Man, no, look, man, nobody wants to go to that shit show, man. I mean, I'm just gonna be 100%. You talk about a team that's just throwing away money. I mean, you talk about a team they've went through what, 8 managers or some wild number, man. They're just trying anything that sticks to the wall. Yeah, they'll probably get they'll get some clear. Is it right there? Hold it right there, Aussie Gunner. Right there, brother. That's coming through in the clutch. There he is right there, man. Acknowledge.
They'll probably ask Bayern Munich if their manager is available.
Wait a minute. Acknowledge Aussie Gunner right there, man. Acknowledge him. Acknowledge him.
It says laugh out loud. Bowley has no clue, and that's.
And then get a Sam says, bring out the goats. Bring out the goats for Chelsea.
Oh man. Yeah, you guys are enjoying this. They sacked him to get Nagelsmann, who's probably gonna ask for the world for sure. Let's bring out the goat. I don't know. You sure you want to hear the goat?
Bring out the goats.
When we talk about Chelsea.
That was Chelsea this weekend.
I think there might be one more scream up in the air.
Oh, there we go.
There you go.
Yes.
We have one more, please.
One more, please, because you know what?
More,
Why not? Why not? We'll do it one more time. That's the Chelsea fans as they want. They see what's going on.
You, sir.
It's a poison chalice. You know what? Chelsea, that team, they're both teams that I don't know what manager wants to go there. Both teams would.
The only reason I disagree with sentiments such as who would want to go there and that, football management in football is the only job on earth where you are generally, or maybe bankers, but generally where you are paid handsomely for failure.
Yeah.
No, I get it, but you know what? You go there, you get poisoned, right? Because you drink from the cup, and hopefully you're able to get that stink off of you when you leave. It seems like you can. Who cares?
Potter walks away with 60 million yesterday.
Well, supposedly I heard that that's not true. I heard like they negotiated a deal is what I heard.
You know what? It doesn't matter how much he walked away. He got paid to leave. That's what happened yesterday. We don't know how much he got paid to leave. That's what happened. This team
if I get fired.
Yeah, you get absolutely nothing.
I'll get fuck all.
Yep.
Pardon my language.
Yeah,
that's not true because I'd steal a load of shit on the way out. So I'd make my own money on the way out. But the point is, pot like you. I don't see it feeling sorry for managers like you used to. Like, oh, maybe they deserved a bit better and stuff. It's like, nah, they got
Yeah.
paid to go home.
Yeah, I mean they're done. I mean Chelsea's going to they you know I know we were giving Arteta hell there for about 2-3 years there, but they've got a process that just keep rebooting every other year.
Yep.
And then when you watch, I watched the game this weekend. Instead, $90 million on Mudryk. $90 million. Oh, I heard a commentator say he looked like a 14-year-old on Saturday. I watched him on that breakaway, and I said, $90 million that's what it gets you. $90 million. That's what we're throwing your money on. They are DONE. They are back to 1999, 97. They might as well just go on back. Go find Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank. Go back and get the band back together. Crespo and all them, and let's just start from scratch. Let's just start all the way back over from back then. Because that they look like now for my younger viewers out there who are watching. That what you see on the table, that's the Chelsea I know.
True. Yep.
This is the Chelsea I know. And I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna turn it over, Gary, and then Spurs, Tottenham Hotspur. I am waiting on the tickets for when the Jets are performing at the stadium. I am waiting for the tickets. As I stated with Jess this past week over there with TJ, if TJ's watching, the White Snake, we can go see White Snake over at the stadium. I'm waiting on the Doobie Brothers to perform because that's all you're going to be seeing. You're going to be seeing performances, NFL teams, and you'll be seeing world-class entertainment. But it won't be the team that's playing football. That is over. Over. They have had time after time after time after time after time to compete, and they have squandered it. They have completely squandered it. Gary, they should have sold Harry Kane 4 years ago. They should have sold Brother Son years ago. They have floundered it. Now, as I stated before, it's time to go back, get Martin Yo. What was our other fella there, Tom? One day Ramos. One day Ramos said
that was the one they sacked at half time during the game.
Yunus Kabul. It's time to go all the way back. It's time to go back. Added by your let's go back and let's load it up because to get the band back together because that's where y'all headed.
Yeah.
Absolute trash. Well, they've always been trash. Yeah, I'm on a little bit of a rant tonight. Yeah, they have been trash, and they always will be trash, and it has been solidified. That they're gonna knowing these fools. You saw Palace went out and got Roy Hodgins, Roy, what's his name, and they'll probably go back and go get what's the fella that coached Portsmouth that Harry Ratnap. Yeah, they'll go back and go get Harry Ratnap.
It's the history of the I don't even want to say their name.
The symbol is it's a graveyard over there. Yeah. It's a footballing graveyard.
Hope goes to die.
Yeah. Do you realize even me, and I play in my men's league, I've got more trophies than what Tottenham has got. Even when I coach my kids, when I coach my travel ball team, I have more trophies than what Spurs have had in the last 50 years.
Yeah.
Tom has more trophies at work as an employee than what Spurs have.
I do have a trophy at work. It's true.
Yeah.
What
And
about
you know,
you?
and some people still say
professional
Kerry Kane's gonna want to stay there. You know, because he's comfortable there, and he doesn't want to leave. Like, why would he? Like, what are they gonna?
That's why I think he will stay, because he's comfortable there, because he can get he's got a stature where he can get managers sacked if he fancies it, because he got Nuno sacked.
It's crazy. Yeah. And that's why when Nuno went there, I always said they should have just sold Kane, Son, and let Nuno take all that money to get his own team, build his own team up like Arteta kind of had to do. Just go. That's what you need to do at some point. You need to scorch the earth. Let the soil sit for a little bit, and then let the nourishment and the nutrients in the soil get better, and then start growing again. Because right now they've got dead trees. They got like dead trees. You drill a hole in it, and it's all empty on the inside. That's what we got going on right there.
In 1996, I won the Haircut of the Year award because I was an 11-year-old with a mullet. So, Tottenham won nothing in 1996. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah. This talk bores him. Yeah. That team is a football graveyard.
Tom, where's your Chris?
Live at the Apollo.
I'd just like to let everyone know there is a brand new crisp tonight, never seen before, and there is a question. One
perfect.
that is fair to the audience.
All right, let's do it. Let's get into this crisp because we are getting close to the end here, and we're done talking about other teams. So why don't we hear what Mr. Tom has to say about?
So I went to my local crisp emporium, and I went, give me something from an exotic land, but instead they gave me some crisps from Poland. So I went and got Lorenz Crunchies X-Cut Sir Cebula, which I believe is Polish for cheese and onion.
Okay.
This is like the 15th bag of Crispies has it. Cheese and onion.
Well, I already had the other flavours that they do. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's perfectly cromulent bag of cheese and onion crisps. I might go for the spare rib again next week, though. That was really good.
Spare rib, and Tony's trying to join in, but the man's got like somewhat healthy rice crisps, as they call them.
What? How do you say that word? You say caramel, right?
Yep, caramel.
You can
Some
say
people
caramel.
say
Caramel.
Even though there's an A in the middle.
Yeah.
There's an A in the middle.
I do say caramel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Rumor has it that Beyonce is going to purposely going to leave a Grammy Award so they can put it on their trophy shelf instead of the dust that's on it now. That's really nice of her.
Phil Collins will leave an award over there.
So, Mr. Tom, let's get a rating. You got it? You ready?
8.9 out of 11.4.
Okay. All right. That sounds good. And I guess before we get out of here, you do have a question for the people, right?
Mm-hmm. I do. Okay.
I must say the last question he gave was really good for those who missed it on the weekend. I forgot what it was, but it was really good. I definitely wasn't going to get it. But,
okay. What player in the Premier League has scored a hat-trick against the team with the most points when he scored it?
Repeat that again for me, please.
What player in the Premier League has scored a hat-trick against a team that had the most points when it was scored?
Alan Shearer.
Incorrect, but very close in terms of the era.
There's your TJ, Matt. He has joined the show. TJ, thanks for joining us.
To give you a clue, it is an active player.
Oh.
The player is still playing football.
We're still playing.
Yes. The player still plays today.
Oh, Giroud?
He is not. It is not Giroud.
Yeah, Mr. Tom only did Chris. He once in a while he'll bring in his wings. So
I
you guys,
had wings yesterday, and they were fantastic.
He had 12 wings that lasted like 3 hours.
Now,
They made it happen. It's like an endless bag of wings.
Trossard when he scored on.
Nope.
Oof.
no, he said against the top team. Liverpool was not the top team.
Oh, this is a. He wants a hint. This is a hint. Same error.
And Mary share it. So yeah, I'm sorry.
No,
Mike
I don't
Owen?
believe it's not Mike Owen. He didn't play same era as Shearer. If he turns out he did, then I'm wrong. But I genuinely don't believe he did.
Yeah, they're thinking Trossard against Liverpool, but I don't think Liverpool was top of the league at that point. Neil is getting upset because we're just talking about Chris, and now we're talking about wings.
Right. I'll give you.
No, it is Cheddar. It is not. It is not the same era.
No, not same era as Shearer. I'll give you a clue. Only 3 times in the history of the Premier League has a hat trick been scored against a team that was sitting at top of the Premier League.
Was it?
But who scored? What player scored a hat trick against the team with the most points?
Was it Ronaldo?
Nope. Nope.
Henry or Van Nistelrooy?
Nope.
Ooh.
You'll kick yourselves when I tell you.
Oh boy! So wait, hat trick against a team with the top points in the league.
Yeah. Yep.
Was it Bergkamp?
Nope. No. It's recent. It's more recent than Bergkamp, Shearer. Who else? Van Nistelrooy.
Drogba.
It's not Drogba, but you're on the right lines when you were saying who was it? Like your Zaha, like nah, well after that.
So it's not Zaha. Arshavin's too old, I think. Torres is too old, I think.
It happened 10 years ago.
It happened
10 years ago. Give you a clue. It happened 10 years ago.
Ooh.
Yeah. So you Robbie Van Persie?
Nope. It wasn't Arsenal. Shall I just give the answer?
Is it Rooney?
No.
Roman Reigns?
It would have been Roman Reigns. Let's be fair. They would have all acknowledged him and just let him walk. They wouldn't have even tried. Right.
Suarez. That's a good one.
It is a good one, but it's not. The answer is Romelu Lukaku scored a hat trick for West Brom against Manchester United in May 2013 in the 5-5 draw. Man United had 89 points. I believe they did win the league. Yeah.
Romelu Lukaku.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that's back when he had braids.
Yeah.
Yeah, TJ's not too. He's not liking your question.
That's one.
Great question.
That's what he was. I think he was with Solomon Rondon back then.
He's really not liking it. He went all caps on the next one. He's screaming at you now.
He's just upset. He's just upset that it's not Van Persie or who would your main man have been in 2013? Giroud, Matt said, to be fair to him.
Yeah. Why, Mr. Tom? They're not liking your answer. It was a good question.
It was a good question.
It was a good question. It's a fair question.
No,
I was able to at least guess a few times. So yeah, that works.
Yeah. That's a good question.
Yeah. What was the one that I did last week that you actually liked? I can't remember it.
I forget what it was, but it was, like I said, it was really good. I think it was one about. Oh, it was one where the one about the coach. They both played. I think they played two players. They played with each other. They play with each other now.
Ancelotti.
Yeah.
Zola and Ancelotti. Yeah.
Yeah. What was the question? You remember the question?
Off the top of my head, they
played against each other. The coach played for.
One coached the other. One coached against the other. They both played in the match at the same time, and it wasn't a charity match. They actually played, and then they managed against each other in the Premier League when Chelsea played West Ham.
Yeah. TJ doesn't like that he couldn't get the answer right. Yeah, everybody's liking the question. It's a good one. Mr. Tom comes with the good questions. So you should stick around for this one. We are sitting here, it's about 80
We'll
minutes.
do a dirty question next week, though, and we've one that you hate.
We got 80 minutes. We're 80 minutes into this thing. Arsenal still sits at the top of the table. Matt, you got a song for me before we
I want to give my score prediction right quick.
Oh, score prediction.
Score prediction for this coming Sunday.
Yes.
Drum roll, please. Arsenal will be victorious by a score of 2-1.
Nice. Very nice. I like that. Hopefully we're up 2-0 and then we take our foot off the gas and they get a little lucky goal like one that happened this weekend. Lucky goal that happened this weekend off our defender.
Yep.
Remember that lucky goal that happened this weekend, Mr. Tom?
And then and with that, I guess we get ready to circle out of here, Gary.
Yep.
Yeah, let's get out of here. Let me get out of here. Let's everybody. TJ saying 2-1 as well. The Misfit has a 3-1 score. Goal scorers. Ooh. Sam's thinking a draw. He's a little concerned. So, Mr. Tom, we'll let you finish. We'll let you start this thing as we get out of here. So, Mr. Tom.
Yeah. Thank you everyone who's supporting the show and does the little things like the like and subscribe and the retweeting of Gary's tweets about the show and stuff, and the people that participate in the show via either being on the show or in the comment section. That gives fuel to keep the show going. Have a good week. Hope everyone is healthy and things like that. If not, get better. Have a good week, everyone.
Cool. And Macaronomical has his score here. He's saying an Arsenal's going to control this thing and run away with it. So very nice.
I said 4-1.
Yep. Yeah, even Mom's got it in 3-1 as well. So Tony, what are you saying? You said 3-1?
4-1.
Yeah. Cheddars thinks his team's going to win 2-0. I don't see that. I don't see that. I won't. I could see you winning, but I can't see that score line. And Matt,
we're gonna get her done, baby. Get her done. We're gonna get her done. Arsenal 2-1. And once it's over with, there will only be one thing that is still concurrent, whether we win or lose. That is that we are top of the league. I say we are top of the league. We are top of the league. We are top of the league. Ladies and gentlemen, everybody have a great night. Thank you for joining us. Like, share, and subscribe. And we are out. Gary, take it away, bro.
Yes. So everybody, as you know,
acknowledge Gary.
Yes, acknowledge me. But yes, before we get out of here, once again, we'll see you again next week. Everybody have a good week or a good rest of your week. Tom, hopefully you get your 6 points by the time we were on the show on Saturday. I guess by the time I chat with you on Sunday, hopefully you've got the 6 points you wanted, and we'll go from there. But as I like to say, life is a journey. Don't waste the trip. Enjoy the ride. And we will see you guys on the next one. Thanks for joining. And we are out.
Acknowledge us.